Hello fellow Zooba kings and queens. Welcome to Court Royal, and in today's video, your entertainer Zooba King will be explaining how to play the character Finn. Yo, what's happening guys? Zooba King here, and it's been a while since I posted, sorry about that, thanks for understanding. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing a how to play Finn. Now this is suggested by you guys, you asked for it. Here it is, guys. Now, the first thing I want you to notice is I've already played one clip where I died. Here's another clip where I die. You're gonna see a couple of those. Now, you might be wondering, is this guy like terrible? Why are we watching a how to play Finn if this guy sucks? And to be honest, you couldn't be more right. I'm not a champion at Finn. But before you turn the video off, I want you to hear me out. I've been playing Zooba for quite a long time. I know the strategies. I know how to play characters. But I want to be completely honest with you, and I'm not just going to show you a bunch of clips where I win, because I want to show you clips where I lose as well, because I do lose. The best of us lose. Here I am retreating. Sad face, right? Now, I don't play Finn a lot, but I've learned from the best. I have people who main Finn. I mean, they're awesome. But in this video today, I just want to explain to you the strategies behind Finn, even though I might not be good at him. Now, one reason I am not good at him is because I don't have a lot of coins invested in him. He is level 10, which is pretty solid, but here I'm trying to get him to Grandmaster, and since I don't have a huge amount of coins invested in him, I'm having a rough time. Now, the reason I'm having a rough time is because he's what I like to call a lightweight character, meaning lightweights and heavyweights, like I like to say a lot, require a lot of a coin investment. So what you're going to want to do is be a lot more careful when playing them, because, you know, it's harder to play them without a deep coin investment because they are lightweight characters. He's not a hybrid. So while I kind of die here, I just want to go over some main tips and tricks. First, I'm just going to go ahead and start with the obvious one, which you just saw me do with that Nyx. Don't use your med kits accidentally. Now, what a lot of people know is Finn's main tactic is the super bite. I'll be covering that later. But when you're doing it, you're going to want to make sure not to hit that med kit. Again, I'll touch on this later. Now, you're starting to see me start winning fights, and the reason I'm winning fights is because of a few strategies I like to use. One of them is the super bite. Now, the super bite is probably the most well-known. I don't like to call it a glitch because Zooba hasn't removed it, and it's been here since the beginning of time, but it's an exploit. It's a tactic that people have figured out, but Zooba saw that it wasn't broken, so they decided to keep it in the game. It's really awesome. You hear about it a lot when playing Finn, and basically what you do is you tap both the bite and his spear at the same time, and it basically yeets yourself forward. See, I did it in slow motion here. I do a lot of slow motion super bites in this video. It yeets your character forward, allowing you to both bite and deal spear damage. So while most characters cannot one-tap, quote-unquote, a character lower level than them, with the super bite you can kill most guards and lower level characters with one hit, because technically you're dealing 2 points of damage, one from the spear, one from the bite. Like I said earlier, since the bite and the spear are used at the same time, you must be very wary when using the super bite, because you accidentally can use medkits sometimes. I do this all the time, and it leaves me super vulnerable because 1, I just lost a medkit, and 2, I messed up my super bite. Yeah, messing up a super bite can really ruin your day. Happens all the time to me. And you also don't want to lose those precious medkits because the super bite gains you health. So in reality, you're setting yourself really far back. Now, Finn is a reckless stalker, and his passive allows you to, well, stalk people. I haven't really found his passive to be all that good because of people using medkits. It's helpful for slower characters, stuff like that, but it's not a huge deal. Now, I want to talk about third party. In this clip you just saw, I did do some third partying. I killed someone while they were at low health. Finn is an excellent third partying character, because you basically just go in and everyone's low health, use the passive, the stalking thing, and you just deal a ton of excess damage, meaning you just dealt all that damage to this weak person because of your passive, and you killed them. So third partying with Finn is probably one of the main strategies. Missed that bite there, lol. And what you're going to want to do is you want to be careful when you're third partying. You don't want to be dumb, not to be mean or anything, but you can be very dumb when playing Finn. Fools rush in, and yeah, that's probably leading into the third strategy, is just don't be stupid when picking fights. This is probably a main theme with all low health characters. I would just suggest it around the board for any character with health on the lower end of the spectrum. That's really all I have for just tips and tricks. I'm going to talk about attributes now. So attributes, you want to have a lot of range and velocity. You don't really want to have cooldown because a lot of attacks combo off of his bite. Now what I mean by that is when you bite, you're going to usually use all your weapons. And his bite reloads relatively slow. So there's no need to have a really quick cooldown time because you need range and velocity. Especially people are going to be escaping like Nyx's because his bite doesn't freeze opponents or stun them. It simply just hurts them. So you got to be careful and you got to have high velocity to hit quickly and range for when they're walking away. As for Spear, full range, because that just maximizes your super biting capabilities. And that's really all I have for attributes. Attributes on Finn are relatively simple because, I mean, it's pretty obvious what you need. As far as items, definitely recommend Adrenaline Shot, because he's a low HP character. I do not recommend not using Adrenaline Shot. It should just be common sense. Low HP character equals Adrenaline Shot. A lot of people like to use Cluster Bomb and Molotov Bomb. I'd say you can. I'm using just Molotov. That's because I don't have the 4 items. If you have the 4 items, I definitely recommend that combo. But I think that it's way more important to get Jungle Shoes on your character because it allows them so much more versatility, especially since Finn is super slow. So definitely Jungle Shoes, definitely Adrenaline Shot, and then Molotov, and then even for your 4th item, I would do Cluster Bomb. For his bombs, you actually might want to put Radius on the points if you've got the Cluster Molotov, just to be safe. In this clip, I almost win. I was kind of upset I did lose, but it was a pretty cool match, I'd say. So that's really all I have, guys, for Finn. He's a pretty fun character to play. I definitely recommend playing with him, upgrading him, enjoying him. He's not my main just because he's just got a few things wrong with him as far as versatility. For me, I have people I know that just absolutely adore Finn. It's kind of a personal preference at this point. I'm going to try to get better at Finn. He seems pretty fun. I might upgrade him. He won't replace Larry, I'll tell you that. Anyways, guys, sorry again for taking so long to post. I just had a lot of things going on. Got tired, you know what I mean? I should just go back to regular schedule. As always, have an amazing day, and I will see you in the zoo.